Hello, good morning, everyone. You thought I was gonna be late? Well, you're right. You thought I wasn't gonna come online? Well, you're wrong. I'm gonna try to come online every single day of my life, if possible, through sickness, through happiness, through sadness, through anger. I'll be here. I hope. um. Anyways, hello, beautiful souls of this earth. Such a wonderful morning. Guess what? I only had 5 hours of sleep. But that's an accomplishment because I was dying. I was literally having only 3 hours of sleep. I swear to God, I felt like crap. I felt like the worst. Oh my God. I felt tingling sensations. I think I've been pushing too much 3 hours where I was just like literally bad. Because I think what's happening is that my body knows that I need to fulfill my destiny, right? It's like my destiny. I need to finish this. And so my body is like I mean, it's like you wanna do this right now. I can't handle that. I mean, we're not 20, we're like 30 something now. So you gotta chill, bro. And so yeah, I don't know, man. I've been pushing really hard, and like it sucks, but it rocks, right? Because I made a lot of accomplishments thus far, and it's been wonderful, crazy but wonderful. And so, yeah, I'm very happy that I accomplished 5 hours, guys. I think after Monday I'll take it easy though because yeah, I'm getting tired. So yeah. Anyways, let's start with the awesome problems. Woo! So Sunday, no, we're Saturday. I was already thinking we're Saturday. We're Sunday. So Saturday, fun day. Yeah, problems. So I had a bunch of problems, and I wanted KMS because yeah, it was getting ridiculous. So let me take off my glasses because my eyes they're just, oh God, I'm like, my eyes are dying. So I hope that AI comes quicker because I need a new body at this point. Like I need to, my I guess my arms and legs are okay, but I need to, replace my organs. Like I need a new heart, I need a new kidney. I need all of this new stuff cuz I don't think I'm going to last for long. So anyways, yeah, I had a lot of problems with Rust. Um I know some Rust. I coded a little bit on Solana, but not that much. Like Jesus Christ, like I'm on a time crunch because I'm trying to finish by Monday. And actually, let's not even talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that I remember how I was saying that I was having issues because I'm trying to do this like cross chain swap. So, I'm having this issue where like Phantasma, is the chain that kind of brought me to life, has an issue because they decided to make their own language, which you know I understand it because they're developing C# and they gotta do it with games, and that's cool shenanigans and whatnot, and it's amazing. I like it, but there's a problem, and it's that they are very separated from the rest, and so there's some things that I'm limited until Internet Computer decides to expand into Phantasma, and I highly doubt they're going to expand into Phantasma. So yeah, I gotta do what is it, jiggle magic. I gotta do jiggle magic. So I'm able to send data from Phantasma to ICP to Solidity, which is Ethereum, okay, or any other EVM chain. That is not a problem. The problem is having to get data from Solidity back to Phantasma because there is no support for that. So that's a problem. So I'm thinking of a hybrid solution there that is super secure, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Because it's the only way that I can think about it, to be honest. The good thing also is that doing this solution will require less gas actually, and less consuming of resources, which I actually like it quite a lot, right? So yeah, I'm gonna do that, I think, and it will be for the best because um In a regular, if we talk about regular cross-chain interactions, you usually have a middle server, right? And you spend a lot of resources there because you're like pinging the server like, did we get a deposit? 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 So you're like that, like for the microseconds that you decide to do that for. You're listening for events, whatever. So the chain doesn't talk to you back. ICP can talk back. That's the good thing about this, right? So ICP can talk back, and I want to take opportunity of that, right? So I want to use this new system. It's not a new system because Motoko actually said this. Major said, or if I remember correctly, she was using a cluster service, basically like a cluster of servers. So I want to incorporate that because I think it's pretty cool, right? Kind of looks like blockchain, I guess, a little bit, but it's more like a nice way to make sure that we don't get wrecked, right? So I'm gonna try and do that architecture. But I already made the server and everything, and it works fine. But yeah, I'm having some issues there. I need to I need to keep on working. So not sure if we'll make it into production, but for sure, going from, sorry if you hear any noises, Jesus Christ. But for sure, going from Phantasma to Solidity, that can be done. To Solana back. I think I haven't tested Solana back, but I know from EVM back to ICP, that's fine. We can, if that's the case, then we can also do, let's say, I don't know, Arbitrium, BSC, Base, any chain that is EVM compatible. We can literally do it, right? We're more than welcome to do it. So I develop AI. I was working with the AI too, trying to fix it, looking at the contracts. I actually, believe it or not, I did a shitload. I went bananas. All right, like I just did so much in the span of 24 hours. You have no idea. Like I'm sweating. I'm sweating from doing so much. Like I'm breathing knowledge. Okay, like how you see the people that are usually in the library. Well, imagine me just sitting down, just like going. Imagine me being in the library, but like going really fast with all the books, like going. Blah, 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 blah. That's exactly what I am right now. 24 hours, okay, except for my 5 hours of sleep. So that's what I've been working non-stop, 19 hours. Oh my god, you have no idea. And you might think, but you take breaks and stuff. I take like a couple minutes breaks, to do a couple of things, but then I come back quickly. I'm like, you need to eat. Boom, I eat within like 20 minutes or something because I know I gotta come back. So yeah, it's been pretty intense. But throughout this entire time, I decided, you know what? My old compiler, right? I need to update it, and I just messed it up. Okay, I was like, ah, you son of a bleep blob. I was like, oh my god, and it just failed, and I was like, ah, man, what am I gonna do now? And so I realized, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make a new one, and I'm gonna optimize it, and I'm gonna make a brand new one, and I'm gonna install everything again. And so I was installing everything again while I was doing the documents, while watching videos of how to do stuff, while reading documentation. And I managed to reinstall, not reinstall actually, I did like a fresh new install of Hardhat for Solidity. I got all my dependencies working, all my goody old library of Open Zeppelin rolling in, and I started to work again on the contract to make sure that I'm good to go. So I know on the first CIT and first write iterations, we had some sort of like, compiler errors or something like that, but it's okay because, it's not a big deal. Something could probably happen, I suppose, but nothing has happened thus far, thankfully. But now for sure, I don't think nothing will happen because I'm using everything correctly. I'm using all the libraries and everything. I triple check. The thing is, like, back then last year, there was like guides on how to do this, but I guess because the new bull run is coming, there's more information coming. There's updates. There's new things that weren't there before, right? So that was an issue because even then there's a couple contracts that I'm trying to do, which is for the, what is this, for the swapping. And I think I mentioned this before, and they have not been updated since like 2021 or 20 2020 2021, and I mean examples. Okay, there's obviously there's gonna be always updates for everything, but I mean examples wise, there's like almost nothing to go by for this kind of things because they are really advanced, right? Anything that has to do with calling a router, being super specific, is completely different than making a token. You can make a token, you can make a lot of stuff with a token, but because almost everybody concentrates with tokens, you have a bunch of examples for tokens, but you have little examples about, for example, arbitrage. Has anybody really seen a good example of an arbitrage bot, for example? Where have you seen it? If you have, please leave me a comment because I really want to know. But I have not seen this. Okay, arbitrage. No, I have not seen it. And a new one. No, and I keep on looking on the internet how they do this. What's up? Like what are the problems? And I barely find a couple of them. If you look at contract swapping, interacting with routers, I mean they have changed now. For example, they had like V2 or like V3. We're about to go B4 with Pancake. So it's like, things change, and Uniswap is actually very diligent about this because they do have examples, but Pancake doesn't. And imagine the other dexes too. So it's a little bit tricky try to compensate for all of this. So the good thing is that when I deploy CIT, we shouldn't have any issues, to be honest. I don't think we will in that respect. Now, there's another problem, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it, which is Ra has an internal taxation system. Whenever there's a transfer, there's a tax of like 2% for every transfer. If we want to use Pancake V3, I think we need to get rid of that. And I just don't know how I feel about that, because that will throw off the economy system that we have. In Phantasma, we don't have a tax system. We don't have a tax system in Phantasma, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because we can't do it because their coding structures works a different way. But it does not really matter too much because we can charge taxes on the debt, but the taxes are smaller. Okay, but I figured out. I was thinking I'm compensated with an entire DEX, so I might not need to do the entire full 2% charge on the taxation. So yeah, that has been very interesting, and I don't know. I'm about to reconsider if we keep the taxation system or not. Because even on ICP, I was talking with a dev who knows a lot of ICP, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to mess around with a taxation system. It just means that we have to, test it, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'll see about it. But one thing for sure is that we are going to, I think we're going to be able to just deploy the new RA soon. I don't think we should wait until later, because another problem is that we have liquidity pools. Okay, everybody knows we have liquidity pools, and if I want to deploy CIT, we are not going to be able to have a liquidity pool. So why? Because the liquidity pool was with RA. And if I were to swap the amount of liquidity that we put for that CIT, we are going to, I don't know if we're going to nuke RA, but if I were to swap, let me see right now how much that would be. Because if I go to, what is this, Gecko Terminal? I think it's Gecko Terminal. I was listening to somebody that I used to know. I'm like, what is this? So if I go to Gecko Terminal and I go to, let's see, CIT, what is this, CIT RA? If I go there, no, it's not CIT RA. How much do I have here actually? I have, wait, what? That makes no sense. Oh yeah, okay. I think 3 RA are left in the pool or something like that. Okay, because I can't leave the pool like just by itself. So I know for a fact I took like 90 something RA out of the pool. And so when I go to RA WMB, what happens if I were to swap 90 RA? That's like $1,000. Okay, like legitimately $1,000 that I will be just obliterating in the RA pool. So I think, and please, if you are listening, I think that what we're going to do is we're just going to make the new pool with RA. Okay, Because if I were to swap the entire amount of CIT for, the 90 raw that I took from the CIT pool for WBNB or BNB, we're going to kind of do really bad on that pool, and I mean, does it even matter? I guess if I think honestly, does it matter? Because we're gonna have a new pool now that I think about it. So let me look at the swap here. If I were to swap, from, oops, I'm on testnet. I'm like, where did my accounts go? No idea where my accounts went. Okay, so if I were to swap from good old raw, so I'm gonna go from, raw to BNB, right? If we do 90, I think it was 92, 98. I put it in the Telegram. So if we put like 90, I'll put 92. Okay, that's like near 1,000. Okay, that's like a 20% impact on the pool. So if I do this, okay, if I think about it, if I do this, I gotta make a really good plan for this. I'm not gonna do it without making a plan, and I'm going to put it in the Telegram first, so that everybody sees what the effects will be of doing this. Now, if I were to do this, okay, the good thing about this is that, remember, we're going into CIT 2.0 and into RA 2.0. This means that if I were to kind of nuke the pool in the RA 1.0, it doesn't matter because we're gonna have a new pool. So the price won't just matter, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong now, because if it carries over, I mean, it's gonna look bad, right? I don't think so. I don't think they track. I know I need to submit a form, because I know they have on VSC scan that you need to say if you have upgraded your token, you gotta say it, right? But I don't think they carry over. I mean, does anybody know about this? Like when they do a migration to like different tokens, like does the pool carry over? That's a good question. Because then it kind of looks bad. I mean, it's not like we're good right now. So I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna put in a plan, and let's see what's best. Either we just keep it as is and nothing happens, no biggies, right? We just keep the same CIT to RA, and then when we do CIT 2.0, we do the what we took off, we put it there, and we do the same thing with the RA WBNB. We take it off, we put it there for the next versions, or we swap right now or later RA for WBNB, and then we use the WBNB to put it together with CIT. Because the thing is, like, another thing is, like, people, when they do the cross chain swaps, they're going to be trying to get into the native token of the chain, right? So they're gonna have to pay a fee to go all the way to BNB, but like they can't go directly to BNB. They will have to go through RA. So that's a good thing for RA, but that's a bad thing for them. And I don't think anybody will do that. I think that's where the decentralization of pools is going to come into effect, where people decide to make their own pools, right? I think that will be the best course of action. So, you know what? I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm just going to take the liquidity off the CIT RA, which I already did. And I'm just going to place the same liquidity on the CIT 2.0. And for RAN WBNB, I'm also gonna do the same thing. So this means that, yeah, we gotta launch RA a little bit quicker than before. Yeah, because if tomorrow I'm gonna launch CIT, right, the new token, and it's already done, like it's good to go. It has everything done. It is optimized. It doesn't have the burn and mint mechanisms. so we should be fine. And there's no way for me to do anything with the token either. I don't have any contract that is upgradable. Okay, on Solidity, I don't have any contract that is upgradable. So I have to usually work around it in a way that I can upgrade it later. So yeah, I will launch CIT tomorrow, and tomorrow I guess those who hold CIT will have it in their wallets. And I will tell you the address, okay, through all official channels. I gotta I gotta put some time to reorganize everything so that we are super secure, because I don't want to have issues, to be honest. I don't want to have any issues. I want to make sure that everything's good to go, that we are operational, that we're as safe as we can be. I try to do my contracts as in a way that I don't have control over them once they're deployed, but I can do a migration. Okay, that can be done, but that means that people have faith, right? That means that people say, okay, we're gonna go on to the next contract, no problem. There's a difference. There's a big difference between me changing the entire contract, me having the possibility to do that, and me just doing a migration, right? So if I were to do the upgradable, because some people were saying, why don't you just upgrade the contracts? Because I don't want to have that burden on me, and I don't wanna make people nervous, right? I feel like people will be nervous. I mean, ask yourselves. I know there's some projects that do it where they can upgrade their contracts, but if they can upgrade their contracts, what happens if they get hacked? I mean, they can upgrade to whatever they want, and they can drain you, right? It's very crucial. So I think having contracts that cannot be upgraded, for me, it's a blessing. It's a nightmare to do updates, though, right? It is a nightmare. But I think it's a burden that we should all endure if we want to make sure that nothing bad happens, right? So yeah, all my contracts are not upgradable, and it is what it is. I can only do migration. So yeah. Anyways, that was a lot of that was what I talked about. Yeah, I had to do Rust. That was a lot of problems. I had to redo my Solidity stuff, so that was a problem. I had to do my backend server, so that was a problem. And I'm still trying to fix the backend server, so yeah, that is a problem. Um, Other than that, I'm doing like multiple submodules. I kept failing. I deleted, redo, deleted my projects, kind of thinking, what is the worst course of action for Phantasma? I think at this point you can say that I'm literally doing Phantasma for the love of the community. So yeah, just know that I'm doing it for the love of the community. Soul, what is it? Loyal to the soul. Okay. I did request, hopefully, if they help me. If not, I'll still do it. But it will really help me if Phantasma can provide me with a grant of 1K, because then I can use that for the servers actually, and especially ICP, because ICP requires cycles, and I need to be burning ICP, and I'm running out, guys. I'm running out. I'm doing a lot of stuff here so we can start to move the economy, because without economy, we're kind of screwed. Without movement, we can't do anything, right? We need tasks, we need merchant offices, we need a government. And now I plan to move everything to ICP, and it's just crazy. Oh, and one more thing. I wanted to move the website, but I don't think I can. I mean, I can, but it collides with the little game, and that will be a problem because putting things on ICP cost, okay? And yeah, it's not a bad cost, but when we're talking about doing a mini game within a web page, that's gonna cost, okay? That's gonna cost, and I just don't. I right now, it's really cool to go into ICP, but I don't think we should do that. So if you're listening to this, Louis, I'm sorry, but I just realized that maybe we cannot bring that, but we could probably do an extension, okay? We can still do a website on the Svelte kit for Nina, right? And then put her in the main website. I think that's possible. Okay, that's very plausible. So that would be like what we call like a stellar gate. Wait, you should actually, the next what is it, Saturn decks powered by Nina, and the fact that we can talk to any chain. Isn't that like a stellar gate? We're like making the first stellar gate. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's crazy, crazy. I tell you, it's crazy. The more you know, the more complicated it gets. Um, and yeah, I think that's it. I think that's basically it. Other than that, no more problems. I'm present. So we now go into the present. Present. I was, like I said, I was working on the cross chains mechanisms and made progress. Uh, I hope that I can finish it by today, because remember we have a deadline by Monday. Um, Now, if it goes into production, I don't know, because if it means I finished, it doesn't mean that it's good to go for real life, right? Because I gotta do testing. Maybe I can do deploy the testnet, and people who want to support it can start testing it to help me, right? To make sure we have a nice cross chain swap, cross chain bridge that is secure. Um, but if not, we can do it with real life, and hopefully we don't get drained. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. No, we gotta do a test net. We gotta do a test net. So please, guys, please help me. Help me test it. It benefits all of us. Come on. I'm begging. You cannot see it because the bongo cat can't put his hands together, but I'm asking for assistance, at least in testing. So working on that cross chain swap system, I was able to make it work. Everything working on Rust, did the balancing system with wallets and a balance on each chain, so that works. Completed the Solidity contract for that works. The Tom contract, that works, no problem. All I'm pending is just the servers and ICP, and that's basically it. So I'm trying to finish that, and if I finish, I immediately rush over to make a presentation, because I think this is something that hasn't really been done. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think nobody has done it, so we're about to see magic happen. I mean, just the fact that we are going from Phantasma to ICP, that nobody has done it. I'm like the first one. I can guarantee you right now, I'm the first one that goes from Phantasma to ICP. Okay, from Phantasma ICP, Ethereum. I'm also the first one. We're the first one here in Stellargate. Nobody has done it. Okay, going back from there. I'm the first one that is almost getting there. Like I'm almost there. It's very close. Not there yet, but I'm almost there. I can almost feel it. So hopefully that works. Um but yeah, so I'm working on all of that presentation, and then doing a nice demonstration, and then releasing it for testing so people can test it, break it, as do whatever you want with it. Break it, man. Break that test. Break that bridge, that cross chain swap. Break it so that it doesn't happen in production. And then after that future, after that, I think I'll take a day off. I'm gonna take maybe a couple days off. I will still stream, but I think I'm just gonna sleep. I'm gonna on Tuesday. I'm just gonna knock. I'm just gonna knock out. I'm gonna go to my bed, knock out. Next day, knock out. And then after that, I come back to work. I think I'm gonna walk. I haven't seen the sunlight in days. Actually, in weeks, I have not seen sunlight. Right? So maybe I do that. But you know what? Knowing me, I say all of this, and I'm probably just gonna have a vacation of like 3 hours, and then I'm gonna be like, damn, I miss working. I feel like a failure. Let me just come back and work. So I think I'm probably just gonna rest. Nice, 8 hours, right? I think 8 hours, like a good night's sleep, so I don't die on the next day when I work. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do that, and then after that, I have to work on another project called Countersigner, which I think is a pretty cool idea. Um, so this will expand my knowledge in ICP because I need to do it. And no worries, this doesn't delay development on Solidity and other things that we have to do. So trust me, we're good to go. We're good to go. And then we launch the tokens. Woo! We're gonna launch the tokens on the dexes. We're gonna start to do the reward system, bounties. Who doesn't miss the bounties? We have a bunch of CIT. We have a bunch of CIT, all right. Like we better make magic happen. We need to show the people that we in Stellargate are strong as, like crazy. We're so strong that we don't even say we're strong. We're strong. We're strong, right? So I'm gonna have to make Nina update for that so we can have a nice automatic way of claiming rewards. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do the rewards, all of them in CIT, because we have a bunch of CIT. Okay, and we need to spread around that CIT. We need to let it be free. CIT wants to be okay, because right now it's 25 people holding the majority of the token, and then I have myself. Obviously, I have to hold it, right? I mean, right? But I'm gonna decentralize it. No worries, guys. I promise you, decentralization of the token via reward system, bounty system. We'll do everything we can do. And if you have any ideas, again, Telegram, YouTube, leave a comment, please. Twitch, if you're seeing me from Twitch, also leave a comment. How we can go ahead and do marketing. You want funding in CIT, you want the tokens, let me know. We're gonna do that via government. Whatever you want, we'll do it. We'll make sure that it happens, right? um, and then we have obviously Ra and then Tas, right, which are gonna be really cool as well. And then finally, after all the infrastructure is done, we have the mini game, okay, that is gonna start to kick off things. You're gonna start to earn rewards there. It's gonna be cool. If it sucks, you're gonna let me know because we gotta make it better. And once that's done, parallel, right? Probably by the time that is 70% remade and done, we're gonna have the the module, okay, the combat module. The combat module on Unity finally being worked on again with the launcher, and we should be good to go for combat on multiplayer, right? Because that's what everybody wants. I want that too. No? But as you can see, if you follow now the series, um, you can see that I'm working every day. I don't rest Saturday. I don't rest Sunday. I don't rest Friday. We're Saturday. I don't sleep. I don't sleep well. Like slept like 3 hours, 5 hours. Today I finally slept 5 hours. And people ask me, they're from different time zones. They're like, isn't it like your 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.? And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I become Philippine time, another time an India time, and another time an America, Italy, Peru. And then, some other times it could be Africa, like any country. So yeah, it is like that. Um, so yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it from me today, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed my live stream, that you know that I'm here pushing forward, making the dream, the dream happen. So yeah. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow again at 8 a.m. Lima, Peru time. Woo! If you ever feel like coming to Peru, we have llamas, alpacas, a bunch of different potatoes. We have sea. We have the coast, we have the Sierra, we have the jungle, all of that mixed together. This is Peru. So if you want to come, because it's fun. Just be careful with the people who steal. That's all. That's why I don't go out, man. I just stay inside my apartment, and I'm happy with that. I don't need to go out. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace out and have fun. Bye.